The dotted quarter note. Before we get to the dotted quarter note, let's take a look at the dotted half note. Okay, here we have a half note. Remember, the half note gets held for 2 beats. Sometimes though, a dot will be connected to the half note. Oh, here he comes. Hey, Francis. Think of a dot as a little brother to the half note. He wants to hang out with the half note, but is smaller and doesn't get as many beats as the half note. The dot is actually only ever half of the value of the note he sits next to. Okay, let's break this down. Francis looks at his big brother, Happy the half note, and says, "Oh, Happy the half note, I wish I equaled half of your beats." "Well," says Happy the half note, "since you're hanging out with me, you will equal half of my beats." The dot was pretty excited to hear that. Since the half note equals 2 beats, we will need half of 2, which is 1 beat. So the dot equals 1 beat when sitting next to the half note, and when we add the dot, we also add 1 beat. Put them all together and the half note with the dot equals 3 beats. The dotted quarter note is similar to the dotted half note.
Wow!
Remember, the quarter note equals 1 beat. And of course, the dot can be connected to the quarter note. Oh, here he comes again. Hey, Francis. Francis will look at the quarter note and say the same thing. "I wish I equaled half of your beats." And the quarter note will say the same thing. "You know, since you're hanging out with me, you will equal half of my beats." Okay, this is where things can get a little complicated. We need to do some serious math here. Math and music? Whoa. Yes, math is found all over the place in music. 0.5 plus 0.5 equals 1. So, the quarter note equals 1 beat. If we take 1 beat and split it in half, that means you would have 2 single-eighth notes. Single-eighth notes only equal half of a beat. So if you add them together, they would equal the same as a quarter note because half plus a half equals 1. It's just like if you had $1. If you wanted to divide up $1, you would need half of a dollar or 50 cents. 50 cents plus 50 cents equals $1. Just like 2 single-eighth notes added together equals 1 beat. Let's piece this all together. Just like I said before, the quarter note split in half will equal 2 single-eighth notes. When we add the dot to create the dotted quarter note, the dot will equal half of the quarter note, which is 1 single-eighth note. Add them all together and the dotted half note equals 1½ beats. Quick review. The dotted quarter note combines a quarter note, which gets 1 beat, plus a dot, which equals half of a beat. Put them all together and they equal 1½ beats.